Westfield.
We got Westfield.
I was going to, but I can tell you right now. Are you guys ready?
No.
Yep. No, I guess.
Give me like.
Volume check.
Mic test. Test test.
Worst case, one of those mics is going to fail.
Yeah.
Worst case though.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Welcome to another exciting night of esports competition, IHSEN Super Smash AA League. I'm Komora and this is Scott. We are your announcers for tonight. Usually we'll have our Fortnite competition streamed right now, but they had a bye. So tonight we're starting straight off with Super Smash. Tonight our Cybertigers are facing Westfield, and that is who we are fighting tonight. So we shall pan over. I believe we have our Incineroar Robbie starting us off tonight. And let's see who they have in store.
It looks like they have a hero facing Robbie.
Ooh, looks like Robbie's already down 2 stocks. Hero is still at 3. I do believe, based off what we can see already, that this hero is gonna be a problem.
Very much so.
Ooh, Robbie with the ring slam into keeping them from recovering. So for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, a match up like this in Super Smash is a best of 3. A 4v4 crew battle is when players from opposing teams take turns fighting in 1v1 matches, with the winner of the match carrying the remaining stocks to face the next member of the opposing team. Speaking of teams, our members tonight is Scott as our JV captain, who's currently commentating, Robbie, who you just seen playing. We have Tanner.
That is correct.
As we see, we have Tanner loading in. Let's see if he's going to play Mario or if he's going to play Joker.
He has started to play Joker today.
Oh, we're going in with the Waluigi skin, Mario. How many spikes do you think he's gonna go for?
I don't know, he hasn't been hitting them today.
It's very unexpected. I just realized we never announced our starting map. What is our starting map, Scott?
Our starting map tonight is Small Battlefield for both Varsity and JV.
Don't tell them I said this. Small Battlefield should have never been a map created. It sucks. Especially for sword fighters. Sword fighters hate Small Battlefield.
I
Not
can
enough
agree on
area.
that.
Very little. FD though. Final Destination, for those of you who don't know which map FD is. Ooh, looks like Tanner was put to sleep and punished.
The Joker has used all of his magic power, so he can't use any of his special moves. As a lot of people like to say, he's the gambling character.
He is indeed. Oh, Tanner goes for a spike and then chooses not to. Goes for grabs. He's really trying to get this hero's percentage up. Ooh, that sizzle hurt. And there goes the slash. But Tanner says, oh, heck to the gnaw. I'm getting back on. Ooh.
First stock goes to Hero.
I wonder if this hero is currently thinking, does this Mario know what he's doing? Or am I freaking out?
Probably both, if I had to guess.
This hero looks like they're being very selective with their choices, but not very considerate on how much of their magic power they're using.
They just seem to be using all of it, honestly.
As you guys can see, every time Hero goes to choose one of his special moves like Sizzle, his MP goes down, and if it's too low to use a move, he will not be able to select it. But over time, without using a special move, he gets the MP back,
And he just SD'd off.
For those of you who don't know, SD means self-destruct, and then we use FR as failed recovery. So you shall hear that quite a bit in these streams. But good job, Tanner, taking out that hero in place of Robbie, and hopefully we shall make up those 3 stocks.
Let's hope so.
So, for this instant, after a player has lost a game, they will be eliminated from the set. So Robbie cannot play this set. He was one of 4 players on our team. After a player has won a game, they must continue playing the same fighter until they lose within that set. For example, the hero fought Robbie, but then he had to play hero again facing Tanner as Mario. Now Tanner, who has won, now has to face the next opponent from Westfield as Mario. Any stocks a player has lost must be relinquished at the beginning of the next game. They must do so by jumping off the edge of the map. Once a team has no remaining players, all 4 have been eliminated. The opposing team will be considered the winner of that crew battle set.
They seem to have chosen, I believe that is Pit.
I believe that's actually Dark Pit.
I was wrong in my assumption there.
For those of you wondering, one of the few differences between Pit and Dark Pit is actually their swords. Pit's swords are entirely silver looking, while Dark Pit has those black streaks through the middle. They also have very different looking hammers, or their side Bs, for those of you who play Super Smash yourself. I believe Pit's is red, while Dark Pit's is black.
I believe so.
And I think Dark Pit's is like an actual hammer, while Pit's looks like the toy hammer that Isabelle has.
Yeah, the hammer that Dark Pit has also is a reflect. So it will reflect like projectile moves.
Good job, Tanner, with the side throw into the stock kill.
They seem to be even in stock so far.
Tanner hasn't been hit once. I think this Pit's kind of worried. I wonder if that hero was the JV captain.
Possibly.
Ooh, the punished side B.
Tanner is just going at him. He's going ham.
Is he gonna hit a spike? He's choosing not to. The Pit is being very, very wary of when and how they're gonna use that up B, because it does throw him into a free fall, which is very punishable by Tanner. Ooh, blocked Tanner from getting the hit and the recovery back to stage.
And he got a failed recovery right there.
Tanner's getting a little frustrated, but he's definitely hanging in there. He's gonna take this right off the bat. He said if they're gonna take his stock, I'm gonna take it right back in turn. Is he gonna hit the spike? He does hit the spike, but it is not a high enough percentage for it to insta-kill.
I believe it has to be over 90 for heavyweights, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think Pitt's like Pitt and Dark Pit, I don't think they're heavyweights.
I believe Dark Pit's a heavyweight.
He might be because that reflect.
Mm-hmm.
Typically your reflex like that go to heavyweights, as seen in like DDD and K-Rule. I don't think Ridley has a reflect, he just has his command grab.
I believe so.
Tanner just stopped the side B. Is he going to go for a throw into a spike, or is he going to hit that and win? He does hit that and win.
We seem to be up in player count at the moment.
We are now on our second person, while Westfield is now on their third person. So that does mean that Tanner has only one stock to take out one more person, but we are in the lead by 2 stocks.
He actually has to take out 2 people.
He has to take out 2 people, but we have 2 people still.
We do still have 2 people. We have Lane.
We have him and 2 others. So we have a total of 7 stocks remaining, and Westfield only has a total of 6 remaining. So we're at advantage of 1. Let's keep it. Make it even, make it bigger, you know?
Yeah.
Never complain about it.
That 1 stock could be all we need.
Oh yeah. So Scott, do you have a favorite non-profit that can use an awesome fundraising idea?
I don't at the moment.
Well, if you ever do, Auction It is an online and in-person auction platform that can help your nonprofit host a great charity auction. Find out more at auctionit.io. That is auctionit.io. Now moving on, we can see Tanner. He's a little stressed, but he's holding in there. He's definitely thinking, what am I gonna do against this next person? Because he can go for a normal route, which he typically goes for as many spikes as possible, or his upwards kill.
Mm-hmm.
Those are 2 of his common ones, but this Lucario may be a problem because of that counter. It's very common for Lucario players to spam their counters, and with Mario being a melee character as he is, that may not work in his favor.
We will see.
There was the first attempt at a counter in which, thankfully, Tanner had red and went for a grab instead. Hey, that rhymed.
That did.
I'm Dr. Seuss, guys. I mean, to be fair, I was dressed up as Dr. Seuss last year when I was in student council for the elementary kids, which were adorable. Ooh, this Lucario's popping so many counters, but Tanner's reading it, and there
Maybe he gets the
hits
spike.
a spike. That might just be the save and grace, because if he knocks Lucario low enough,
There's
he cannot
the
recover.
FD.
That's an
Yes.
FR, failed recovery.
My bad.
Not failed destruction. We know FD, final destination, that is a map and a saying. Failed destruction, I guess.
I guess it is.
This Lucario is being very, very careful on when they approach Tanner now. Tanner looks like he's being held up at a standpoint. He can't get close enough to Lucario for that grab into a spike, but he reflects the Aura Sphere. Ooh, he read that. Lucario returns the grabs, but Tanner retaliates.
Lucario seems to be more vigilant now than he was at the beginning of the match.
Oh yeah, definitely not rushing in on Tanner anymore, but he's definitely keeping Tanner off of stage as much as possible. Ooh, Tanner was a couple frames off there with those grabs and fails to hit that grab. The reflected Aura Sphere was a good read on Tanner's part. Good side air. Can we get Tanner to take this last stock? Yes, we can.
He got it.
Mario hitting up in the triple digits like that is very scary because one hit from that Lucario could have knocked him out. But Tanner said, I'm not losing this stock yet. I'm going to take one more person. Westfield is now down to their last person this set. Can Tanner take him out, or do we need to pull out our third person?
I think he's got at least 2 stocks in him.
Oh yeah, it's Tanner.
He knows how to lock it in there.
You know, lock it in like Bumblebee from Transformers. For those of you who were watching yesterday's stream, I had called Orisa from Overwatch Bumblebee by accident a couple times, but we don't talk about it. Ooh, heavyweight Bowser, but the fight of the centuries. Mario versus Bowser.
Those are always really fun to watch.
Nintendo, please don't sue us. I mean, this is your game after all, so. Is it Nintendo's?
It is.
Yeah, it is Nintendo's game, because obviously there's Nintendo characters. We love you, Nintendo. Ooh. Oh, 6-7.
6-7.
Quick 6-7. We love that. This Bowser is unable to hit Tanner, and that might just work out in our favor.
That was the first hit of the entire game from Tanner.
Tanner is doing a good job on keeping Bowser at bay and keeping him off the map.
He is in triple digits, high triple digits to be exact.
Bowser can, I believe, go up to 250 before he starts getting flung like he's a little, like, paper ball or something.
I think that's
Mario,
correct.
if he gets up to 90%, he's... Oh, 6-7 on Tanner's.
6-7.
Oh, Bowser with the side attack.
Didn't get a stock.
Good job, Westfield, on taking out Tanner. Unfortunately, we don't really appreciate that, but good job nonetheless.
I believe our next in is Lane.
He is a Snake player, if I'm correct. I don't know if he's changed characters at all lately. I've seen him play a couple different characters today. But for those of you who have watched a previous stream, we are trying a little something new. We have Lane trying out JV, and one of a JV members who plays K-Rool, known as Asher, is trying out Varsity. So if anyone's wondering why Lane's all of a sudden on JV, that is why. Just a little funny haha, seeing what we can get away with. This is not cheating, trust. Trust, it's not. Oh, it is Lane who's going in.
He's going in as a Snake.
Let's see how Snake pairs up to a heavyweight. Because Snake doesn't like when people are up close and personal, but Bowser does. Ooh. Ooh. Lane going in with the edge guard.
He is spamming those. I believe those are the mortars.
I believe those are the mortars. Oh, Bowser's down B, I believe. Or is that down A? Because one of his down moves can actually go through those. For those of you who didn't notice just now, there's a C4 planted right there, where there's just a little explosion. You gotta be very wary of Snake's C4s, because they can sneak up on you if you don't keep track of them.
There's also I believe there is at least one that Lane never uses, which is the grenades.
I've seen Lane use them a couple times, but good job, Lane, in taking 2 stocks so quickly. This Bowser is not liking that, so he takes one in return. Lane's looking very chill, so I think he knows he has this in the bag. Oh, the Bowser learned that that down move can go through those mortars. he is using that to his advantage for sure. Ooh, Lane's up in the red now, which isn't good for Snake. Hitting a shield from the Bowser is an interesting choice, but goes straight into that grab and forgets about the C4. Ooh. Ooh, that mortar came down and he missed dodging it. Can this Bowser take one more of Lane's stocks before he loses his own? We shall see, because Lane is keeping up this edge guard, but the Bowser read that mortar. Ooh, Bowser got tossed back up.
And that is the kill.
That is that for that Bowser, and that was Westfield's final player of this set. This is a best out of 3, Bluffton taking the first of 3. We shall now have a second here for Westfield to counter pick a stage.
Let's see which they counterpick to.
Make your prediction. I definitely think they're going to get off of Battlefield, though. I think they may go for FD. Maybe Smashville.
I see PS2 played a lot. That might be
Yeah.
another one.
Those are our 3 guesses. FD, Smashville, and PS2, which is Pokemon Stadium 2. And then FD, Final Destination, one of our favorites.
The JV's favorite map is actually PS2.
We got a little something going off camera that's very intriguing.
Obviously.
Do you remember what's happening November 15th?
Isn't it the 4th annual Smash Bros. Tournament at the high school?
It is indeed the 4th annual Smash Bros. Tournament hosted by Bluffton Harrison High School. And they are hosted by Adamsville Internet Telecom, who is one of our biggest sponsors of tonight and every night because they're amazing. For just $10, you can compete against other community members for the honor of Best in Bluffton. Register today at ssbu.bhmsd.org. That is ssbu.bhmsd.org.
It will be a great day of fun for the whole family, so even if you don't plan to compete, come to Bluffton High School on November 15th to see what esports is all about.
Not to mention, you can also buy tickets to fight our own esports members that you will be watching tonight. I believe you can only fight Varsity, though, which is a little unfortunate, but that doesn't mean you can't meet all of our members. All of our members will be roaming around the building, helping out with anyone and everyone. Oh, looks like we got Landon sent in. He is playing Lucario, yes?
I believe so. I believe I would have been playing, yes.
Ah, look at that. I remember our players. Very good, very good. Let's see how this Lucario of ours plays against a heavyweight like Bowser. Oh, he's, there we go. Good job. Good job, Landon. You can't hear me, but good job. Okay, go. You gotta go in the ring. Come on. You got this.
We don't know if they counterpick a stage.
Yeah, we are actually, I believe, waiting in for a response from Westfield about a stage. They do have an option to keep Small Battlefield as the stage, but they can also choose another stage if they're choosing to therefore replace Small Battlefield to put an advantage for their team. Hero.
This time it's a different hero, though.
Hero.
And they're keeping Small Battlefield, it looks like.
It does, because we didn't change ours, so. Surprised they didn't send that Bowser back in. That Bowser's doing pretty good.
It was.
Oh, the taunts. Oh, the teabagging. We don't appreciate the teabagging. but we do like bags of tea because we love drinking tea over here, especially Arizona tea. Please sponsor us. You know, our coach absolutely loves your drinks. He drinks like 4 of them a day. It's not even funny, but it's like 5 calories, so, you know, he's making sure he's skinny. Ooh, the boom.
And that is
There's
Landon's
Landon's
first stock.
That's the first stock of the second set. Come on, Landon. Yes, he pulls off the crab, but goes for aura spheres and gets punished twice, back to back. Hatchet, man. What is hatchet? Oh, 6-7 for the hero.
6-7. Just gotta get a quick 6-7 in there, you know?
You know, especially because the coach is now out of the room, so now we can make funny haha jokes. Oomph. Hero said we need some oomph in this set. Ooh, looks like that hero got a second stock off Landon. Also, apologies for that quick stream screen flash. Unintended.
I believe this is a different hero this time, because he's not using as much magic power as he was.
I think he honestly may have learned from last time. I think this is the same hero.
Maybe it has, and they just use different skins.
Ooh, Lucario is...
Oh, he gets on stage.
Oh, he grabs ledge, and he does it again. Good job, Landon, grabbing edge. Can you keep it up? He can. He said, I'm not going to go on edge. I'm going to go dead center of the stage. Ooh, this isn't looking too good. I'm surprised Landon hasn't pulled any counters like we've seen previously on the Westfield's Lucario. 1, 2, 3. Count on me. Ooh, that Aura Sphere would have gotten the kill, but in turn the hero takes that last stock.
We were hoping for a kamikaze there from the hero.
You know,
to
flashy exit, but...
take the flashy way out.
So as of right now in the second set, we are down by 3 stocks, but I do believe our next person is going to take those 3 back if it is Sebastian. So I definitely think they're going to take it back from that hero. I do believe he is still playing Toon Link.
That's what he's been playing. Nope, he plays Lucas.
Oh, he does play Lucas now.
He kind of goes back and forth between the two.
By his facial expressions, looks like he's a little wary of this hero, but definitely think he has this in the bag. Because Lucas can absorb some of Hero's attacks.
And pretty much any projectile that the hero has is able to
Not
be.
only does Lucas absorb them, he also heals off of them, if I'm correct.
I believe you
Or
are
is that
correct.
Ness?
I believe it's actually both.
It might honestly be both.
It is because it will.
Ooh, he got punished for trying to get that drop down, but he dodged that attack, thankfully.
The main difference between the Lucas Absorb and the Ness Absorb is Lucas's is in front of him while Ness's is all around him. So he has a shield pretty much all around him as Ness. But Lucas, it's only the way that they're facing.
Ah. That bat can also be a very good move because he can reflect some projectiles.
Is he going to hold
using it.
Smash or just going to let him come out of the cling?
Ooh. Ooh, it is okay, Sebastian. Just keep it rolling. PK Fire. Did not hit as well as he wanted, but that electricity did. Now, all I believe is that he needs to hit either a baseball bat or a freeze to take the stock. Every time Hero loses a stock, his magic power goes back up to 100, so he doesn't have to wait for it to regen over time. Though it looks like that Sebastian is actually making this hero second guess things, because now he's hesitating before choosing. And he's also being very wary of how often he chooses a new ability.
We didn't see the Kamikaze in his lineup.
But as we can see on his MP gauge, he doesn't have enough of high enough number in order to hit
It's
it.
actually Kamikaze only takes 1.
Really?
It does. Because it will destruct both you and if
Ooh, there goes
there's
a
another
second
player
stock.
in that range, it will kill.
That is the big purple one, yes?
I believe so.
Because I know he has 2 different explosives.
I actually
Ooh,
believe
he
the purple one is.
We are now neck and neck.
I believe that the purple one is Magic Burst, which will use all of your magic power.
So I'm assuming like the more magic power you have, the bigger the explosion gets?
I'm assuming yes.
Because we seen earlier when I believe Landon was playing Hero. Hero tried to do that purple burst on the edge, and Landon completely avoided it by going to the middle of stage using Lucario's up B, which is kind of like flying. Looks like Sebastian has Hero up in the reds, so as long as he can get a baseball or freeze or even a PK fire off on Hero, he could potentially. There's Kaboom. That was one of them. Ooh, this is not looking good. We have triple digits.
Bounce is actually really bad for a Lucas and or a Ness.
Makes
Because-
it very, very quick. Oh!
Gets the ice kill.
Yes! He gets the freeze off.
Actually, Bounce reflects projectiles.
Oh, it does. That does make sense. Because things will bounce off of him. You know, like if I threw a pen on you and you were Hero, it would go pew. Except for it wouldn't actually hit you.
Exactly.
Yeah. We love that. So, who do you think that Westfield's going to send in next? I honestly think it might be the Bowser.
Me too. That's what I was
I
thinking.
don't think they're going to send in the Lucario yet, because it seems, based off of gameplay, that the Lucario's still pretty new to their team.
Seems like they sent
An
in an
Inkling.
Inkling. Yeah. So either new player or same player, different character.
Well, it'd be different players, regardless. Because once someone's eliminated, they can't play again.
I'm
in
talking
the
about
set.
it like a different character from like last round.
What if the Lucario was like a second main, and Inkling's their main?
Possibly.
We are on our second person, and they are on their second.
Second. We are down by 2 stocks at the moment.
So although we are in a position like this, Tanner showed that we can definitely make a comeback. And looks like Sebastian's not going to let this Inkling get too close unless he's the one who makes the approach. Another fun fact about Inkling is that the more paint that Inkling's opponent has on them, the more damage Inkling does to that person. So if Lucas was covered in a bunch of purple paint, then he would be taking a lot more damage. There you can see now he has purple paint on him, so he's really trying to keep Inkling off of him until that paint goes away. Good recovery, but ooh, that punish. He's already in the red zone, but he took another stock, so now we're only down by 1 stock.
Also, Inkling is kind of like Hero in a way, because all of Inkling's moves take up paint, and they only have a certain supply of paint.
I do believe in order for Inkling to recover paint, they have to go into their squid form and kind of sit idle for a second, which is very detrimental sometimes. So as you can see, Inkling may not even get their ink back in time.
I don't think they know how to get back their paint.
1-for-1. Oh, there they go.
I was wrong.
As we can see, they just got their ink back, so now they can use their ink blaster, the paintbrush, and I believe the paint bombs now.
You can also use the roller.
The roller too. The roller is very, very dangerous.
Which is right there, actually.
So he needs to button mash in order to get out of that, which he did, which is very good. One of Inkling's common kill moves is to hit the roller and then hit the paintbrush sweep, because that is like a smash attack, I believe, because you can charge it. Good job, Sebastian, getting back on stage and taking yet another stock and avoiding that roller.
Another really common kill for Inkling is roller.
Yeah, roller.
So he gets stuck in the ground.
204, and Sebastian is still alive. 213. He just doesn't want to give up. He's like, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to take this final stock.
I believe in him, honestly. I think he's got that.
221, and he's still in. Ooh, that was a missed paintbrush from Inkling. Rolled straight into a PK fire. Gets freezed. Will he recover? Dang. They're
barely.
almost out of paint though, so if he pulls off another PK freeze, or even a fire, uh-oh.
Oh, he ran out of paint though. He couldn't go back.
244, he's still in.
He has no paint to use, really, any of his moves at this point.
And he's so focused on getting the kill, he goes straight into a PK fire. Ooh, but nails
and
the
the kill.
paintbrush. Good job, Inkling, in doing that, but better yet, good job in Sebastian being a lightweight nonetheless. Being up in triple digits, but not just any triple digits, up into 200s. That is some things that doesn't happen very often. Oh, what's happening? Ruh-roh, Raggy.
There we go.
There we go. Couple second delay, but that's fine.
Seems they're sending in Tanner now.
Time Reaper up in chat. You're very welcome for explaining everything. Oh, Mr. Cook!
Mr. Cook!
Hi, Mr. Cook. I know there's a 3-minute delay, but hi. We miss you so much. You were such a good coach for us. Here we have Tanner coming back in. Funny enough, they're kind of matching.
Purple on purple.
Purple on purple. If only Mario had purple eyes, because then they would be very close.
He unfortunately only
I do
has blue
believe
eyes.
that Westfield's Inkling only has a single stock left. So let's see how fast Tanner takes it, if he takes it. But based off previous performance, he's definitely gonna have something in the bag. Inkling doing 2 rollers and a bomb, but missing both. That's using up quite a bit of paint. Ink, not paint.
I think it might be paint. I don't really know.
But I mean, they're squids, so you'd think it'd be ink.
Now you think that.
You'd think that. And Tanner hits
And
the
he hits the
spike.
spike.
That's very, very iconic. Good job, Tanner. So now it is our third player versus their third?
I believe it is.
Because it was like Hero, Inkling.
Yeah, it was Hero, then Inkling,
And then
now it's
for
their
us,
third.
It was Lucario, Lucas, and then now we're on to Mario.
Let's see what their next will be. They're
DK.
we got the albino DK.
The albino DK. When you see albino DKs, typically they got something in up their sleeves, or in their fur.
Maybe
Depending on how
not.
you want to look at it. There's the taunt signifying that both sides are ready, both missing grabs. Oh, but Tanner predicting that move and going for another grab.
And he just hits combo after combo.
Indeed he does. DK is already in orange, but so is Tanner.
With being a heavyweight,
Ooh,
you do a lot of
heavyweights,
damage.
They do a lot of damage. He keeps going up for those up attacks. I think Tanner's starting to predict it though, so.
I
Is
think
he
by
gonna-
like the
oh,
first
he
to
went
second
for a
stock.
spike, but didn't hit it.
About the first or second stock, he
Ooh.
learns how to play against them.
Definitely. Good job, Tanner, in taking the first stock off of this DK. But this DK pulls off what Inkling tries to do with the roller and the paintbrush. That's kind of DK's form of it.
I'm surprised he hasn't done the grab yet.
I am also surprised he hasn't done the grab
And then
yet.
walked off stage and threw him into the ledge. No, right below ledge.
We call those funny ha-ha stocks, where we have a heavyweight grab a lower weight, so a mid-weight or a lightweight, and then drop below stage, throw them, and then recover. But since the other opponent is below stage, they cannot recover unless they got like an Isabel recovery. Ooh, Tanner losing that second stock. Unless they have an Isabel recovery where they can very slowly make their way back up using 2 balloons. That can pop. Ooh, this DK looks like he's starting to learn how to fight Tanner. Oh, Goad went for a grab, but missed it. Tanner then takes the grab opportunity. So this is a 50-50 situation where Tanner needs to get up close for those side grabs, while DK wants Tanner to come close enough that he can get the grabs or get a smash attack like so.
And flying he goes.
Like Jesse and James from Pokemon. For any references out there that anyone recognizes. If you don't recognize that, go watch Pokemon.
It does seem like being the 4th person and the team captain, I have to go. So we're going to have
We are going to have a swap out. We shall have a member, Landon or Lucario from the same team, join us right now as we have Scott going into the room to play.
That goes in, like in your pocket. Clips on your shirt. There you go.
Choose your fighter. Mithra.
Do I read this?
So here we have Scott, who is just in here shoutcasting with us. Now currently playing, he's JV's captain. He's playing Mithra Pyra, which is a DLC character. For those of you who don't know, DLC are characters that you can buy for, I believe, like $6 or $7 on the market. But speaking of buying stuff, an awesome non-profit fundraiser for, not even a fundraiser, a very good way to show off the fundraiser is Auction It. You can always learn more at auctionit.io. That's auctionit.io. Back to the game, we have Scott in triple digit playing Pyra and has already taken one of DK's stocks. DK hitting his iconic smash kill for the 3rd time in a row. But Scott retaliates with an up B with Pyra. The difference between Mithra and Pyra is Mithra is a lot faster but doesn't do as much damage, while Pyra is slower but deals more damage. You can also see very noticeably, Pyra has short hair and does fire moves, while Mithra has long hair and does this kind of electricity type moveset. Does look like Scott's being very mindful of DK having his steam ability. after charging up. So now he does do more damage than he normally does. I was going to call a 6-7 because that was the percentage Scott was at before losing that stock from the smash. But that DK finisher was so flashy, we just had to beside the urge to do that. But looks like he gets the comeback with up airs. Looks like DK's not quite high enough of a percentage to get the kill move. Though Scott can do an up B, finish it off. It is very predictable. There's also the side B, in which will fling DK to the opposite side. Ooh, that is not good. You can see DK now charging up so he can do a final smash like he did just a bit ago and finish Scott off. Good job, Scott. You held strong against a heavyweight. Heavyweights and sword fighters are not friends whatsoever. They do not like each other. Heavyweights love sword fighters because they can easily win. Sword fighters hate heavyweights. I believe. We miss you too, Cook. I do believe Scott is going to be returning back soon. I believe that is him now, actually. This is Landon, by the way. Ignore the name tag up in the corner that says Scott. That is not Scott. That is indeed Landon. He was our Lucario player from the JV team that you had watched earlier.
I'm at Varsity. I can't go on.
We got a very interesting conversation happening in the corner of the room between Scott, Izzy,
and Sebastian.
Sebastian being our Lucas player, Scott our Mithra Pyra player, and Izzy, who's a Varsity Mithra Pyra. So we actually have two Mithra Pyras. We've had them face off a couple times against each other. It is very confusing who is who.
I was gonna say you need to be on the team because you.
Oh, we have a surprise guest. Oh. Hold up, here we go. This is Robbie, our Incineroar. You had seen him play at the beginning of the stream. This is Izzy. She is our Varsity Mithra Pyra that I was just talking about. And this is Corbin. He is our, I believe, Dark Pit?
There we go. I've been.
Oh, we have Lane going in for Hero. I do believe this is the third set now because we won the first set and Westfield won the second set. So now this is the tiebreaker for best of 3. How is Lane gonna hold up against this Hero?
I'm wishing them luck. Go back to my 1905. I'm sorry.
So here shortly after the set, we will be streaming the Varsity Super Smash on their fight against Fairfield.
If you want to say for the speech or what?
It is a very head-to-head match, us against Fairfield after this, because not only are we undefeated, I believe, Fairfield is also undefeated. So the match between us and Fairfield High School will show who can keep their undefeated titles. In the meantime, looks like Lane and Hero have both lost a stock, but they're pretty head-to-head. And ooh, that kaboom. What are you thinking, Landon? How's the match going from your perspective?
Good. How about you?
Looks like Lane is trying to keep this Hero off the stage, and looks like that Hero doesn't recover in time, but Lane explodes himself with his own C4, which is very unfortunate. Hero is being very mindful of what attacks they use now because they've been reoccurringly using so much of their magic
6-7.
That indeed was a 6-7 count. Unfortunately, looks like Lane just got snoozed into the smash attack. as you can see, Hero's MP is slowly going up, and every time that they pull off an attack against their opponent, their MP does go up. Thankfully, Lane has a very good recovery and can make it back to stage from distance much longer than Hero can. Hero is being very, very mindful about staying on stage, especially away from Lane's bombs, mortars, and those down-faced mortars. I believe they're mortars, or maybe they're rocket launchers. Who knows? But it looks like Hero has bounce activated, but it doesn't matter because Lane goes in for the upshot. Good job, Lane, in keeping your last stock. So we are now up a stock in these final set. Although I wonder who they're going to send in. So we've already had our Hero player, which we believe is Westfield's captain, actually. My prediction is they're sending in Bowser next to fight Lane because heavyweights can go up very high percentages. Who do you think is going to go in?
Bowser, too.
Okay. Let's see if we're right. I think we are, though. Dang, they sent in the Inkling. Honestly, I think the Inkling was the Lucario player, but the Lucario player wasn't their main. Because they have a very similar fighting style between Inkling and Lucario. But it does look like Inkling is the better of the two. Will we get the taunts? We get some form of taunt. Oh yeah, that is correct, because Snake's taunt does do damage if it gets close enough to the opponent. So he can't really do a taunt. He has to go straight into a match. I don't think Lane likes the color purple. He's being very vigilant in staying away from Inkling's paint. Ink. You know, we'll go with ink. Can Lane get a stock by using this ledge guard tactic with the mortars? Inkling just gets above them. They are neck and neck in percentage. The only difference is Inkling has 2 more stocks while Lane only has the 1. Lane punished that ink bomb, but Inkling in turn punished his attempt to do a tracking bomb. I don't know the actual name of the move, but it looks like he planted a C4. Let's see if that Inkling can keep track of it. Oh, he didn't explode it while Inkling was right above it, but he takes the first stock. Can Inkling take his last one, or is he going to get away with taking another? But, oh, looks like he got caught up in his own explosion from the C4. And unfortunately, SD'd, self-destructed. That is the difference between SD and FR. FR, failed recovery, means that you fail to, well, recover, get back on stage. While SD is self-destruct, which Lane unfortunately just did. Looks like on the little menu we have Scott going back in as our JV captain and our Mithra Pyra for the JV. How is Inkling going to hold up against Mithra Pyra? Let's see. So I do believe that we could have counterpicked, and we did. Forgot to mention that earlier. The stage is now PS2, one of the predictions from last set. Scott, thinking we immediately go into the match, starts going straight for Inkling, forgetting that he needs to jump off. Dodges the roller, which he's been watching here in the stream room. And is being very mindful of staying away from those rollers because that can be very detrimental to Mithra. Looks like he swapped over to Pyra to deal those big numbers of damage, but unfortunately misses the fact that there's a ink bomb right there and goes straight into it. Though I do think he's going to get the stock here in a second based on the combo that he's trying to set up. There's two very secureable combos that Mithra Pyra can do. As Pyra, you can go for the side B into the up tilt, or you can hit the up B. Although the up B is very punishable, if placed right, there's no avoiding it. And if you get caught while Pyra's already up at the peak of the up B, you can get dragged down and still take the full amount of damage. Inkling going right into the side B, unfortunately. Scott being very mindful on what this Inkling's trying to do. Ooh, gets punished for attempting to do the neutral charged B. Ooh, falls for the roller, gets the double roller hit on him. But it's okay, he retaliates with a side B. There's another side B, so he can go for an up tilt. No, he goes for an up B. Unfortunately, he was very close to the platform, and sometimes, but he goes for the side smash and confirms it. Good job, Scott. The up B that Pyra has doesn't always go through those floating platforms that we see above the characters. Sometimes they just kind of stop on the platform, so if you're lucky, you can stand under them and just not get hit by that up B. Which, if I am correct, does about 40-ish% per time it hits, on top of any residual damage you get from like getting flung off screen. Looks like we are over to Varsity screen right now, where we see our Captain Jaden playing. There you have Jaden up on the screen, and it looks like we have our JV back on the game screen. It is the albino DK that Tanner, our Mario, was going up against earlier. But looks like Scott's reading this DK left and right, but looks like this DK is getting the hang of all this fire. But looks like Scott is still putting on quite a heated performance. And gets that smash. Oh, we're over to Varsity. Here we have our Captain Jaden, also known as Blue Jay, playing Isabel, the little yellow dog. Which you can see on his face cam that he actually has like little headband that has Isabel's ears on it. This Little Mac is a very interesting choice because on most official listings, Little Mac is quite low on the list. Not as low as Ganondorf though. Ganondorf is like F rank on all official lists. I do believe Little Mac is as low as he is because of his recovery, as we see just over there. His recovery is very, very bad. But that KO punch that Little Mac does have can be very detrimental because it kills at 50%. I believe that goes for up until like your light heavyweights too. So we have Isabel's recovery, which is her having those two balloons and just floating away. As we were mentioning earlier too, that the funny haha takeouts where you have a heavyweight who throws a lightweight or a medium weight under the stage so they can't recover. The only by 2 characters that could possibly recover that is Game & Watch and Isabel. Isabel with her balloons and Game & Watch with his umbrella. I think it's an umbrella, or is it a parachute? It's probably a parachute. I think Peach is the one with the umbrella. Peach and Daisy. Oh, looks like Jaden tried to do a funny haha of his own and keep Little Mac so far off stage that he can't return. Good job, Jaden, for taking out that Little Mac. And good job in not losing a stock as a lightweight. Some people, if they don't do a little bit of research, think that if you...
Still
Okay, and we're back. Sorry again about the technical difficulties. Although we don't know what happened in the last couple minutes, I'm sure Jaden had finally taken the last stock of Min Min's. Did he lose a stock? Who knows? We shall see in a bit. Here we have Scott making a return. How did the JV match go?
Well, so far we are on our 3rd person of our 2nd match, and they are on their last, and I took a stock off them.
Very
So,
good.
They have 2 stocks, we have 6.
Very good. So now that Scott is back, we are going to have a switch out going on. Thank you, Landon, for being here. We shall see you at the end of the stream.
Yep.
Welcome back, Scott.
Okay.
A little update. So we had a couple technical crashes.
Oh.
We had one of the mics die, and it was my mic, so I ended up swapping it with Landon. Shh. So right now I have the Soul mic, so now we gotta be buddy-buddy, shoulder to shoulder, in order for you to be heard. And we had the TV crash, as you can see, by us not able to see what our players and viewers are seeing. Thank you,
Oh,
Jomo, it is back.
thanks, Jomo.
Yes, you can see us again. I don't know if you've been able to see us, you probably have. But it looks like we are now onto a K rule, and it looks like they're already 2 stocks down.
This is Jaden, which is their first player. Still.
Isn't indeed their first player, and he hasn't lost a stock.
This is their 3rd.
Looks like we have a game of,
Back and forth.
yes, with K-Roll able to reflect and Isabel able to pocket, but looks like K-Roll lost that back and forth.
Ruined it.
Looks
He's
like they're
ruining
going
it.
back and forth. Tried to win by using another cannonball, but ended up getting hit by one of his own. Oh, they're trying
He's
to
pushing
get
it.
the close approach so that it goes quicker. Oh, Jaden predicted that it was too close to pocket again. Keeping K-Rool at a distance using the Lloyd,
He
which
grabbed
is...
the crown off K-Rool.
He does grab the crown off. K-Rool does have a very good recovery though, so Jaden's really gonna have to put in the work to put in the hours, and take what's his, which is the stock that remains on this K-Rool. He goes for the throw, gets the fishing rod, but gets hit with the crown before he can finish off the throw. I believe that is a side throw. That was another side throw.
Do the talking? Or
I
you?
got it.
Oh.
We are back. We did have some technical difficulties there, but we are now back, and it seems Kimura has gone in, so we now have a swap out for Landon again. Welcome back. Seems that the piranha plant is still in. Took out Jaden. No, didn't take out Jaden. Took out Asher. Seems that Kimura, watching the piranha plant play, is actually locking in and being able to overpower the piranha plant. Seems. That piranha plant continues to hit that. Piranha plant continuously shields through her attacks, and they hit that. I believe that is up special,
I think so.
maybe. I don't know. Nobody plays piranha plant, so we have no clue. But it seems our Corin is not doing so great against this plant in a box. Spitting the poison out. Ooh, and she did not get hit by that up special. Maybe side special. No one really knows, honestly. We seem to be down by 1, and we are tied for stocks at the moment. But we are down in overall players. See if Kimura, and she doesn't take the stock. That is alright though, because we still have 2 other players. My predictions are Deacon, and there's my prediction just coming true. My other one was Eli. So he is playing the white Luigi, seems. So the piranha plant has to jump off twice for those just joining in, because it is a crew battle and stock carryover from previous life. So, Deacon is just overpowering the piranha plant at this point.
I love the back kicking.
And he's not taken anything from him. He's watched the last 2 matches, and he's just avoiding all of them.
We're at 1-2-3 with Piranha Plant into the side air.
Good job, Deacon, for that. We are now on, I believe it's their second player.
Yes, it is indeed. We're on our third.
That is something. We won the first
Fairfield
one.
is definitely giving our team a bit of a run. Jaden is quite concerned. But to be fair, they're also a very undefeated team as well. They were undefeated up till like winter split last year too. So they held it for a while because we didn't go against them until after the fall split, which we are currently in.
They seem to be 1-2 at the moment, actually.
It is 1-2, but I do believe that as the that's Plymouth. That's not even them. Because we're Fairfield, which I believe is actually Plymouth. Wait.
It is Plymouth.
Oh, it is Plymouth. Never mind. So Fairfield High School has Plymouth. Or
Fairfield was the Fortnite.
oh, Fairfield,
Fairfield
was
was
the Fortnite.
Was Fortnite.
It's their next Fortnite match.
Oh. Well, my bad, Plymouth. You guys are just as good. Looks like we have a K Rule showing up again.
I believe this is the one that they play ping pong with.
Yes.
Their cannonball.
Where we had Jaden playing ping pong. Or pass the cannonball. Although I got the 1 stock off the Piranha Plant, I feel very rusty. Because I have not played for a
All
hot
that
second.
stream team.
Oh yeah, all that stream team. Putting in the work and putting in the hours to take what's ours, aka a long history and record of streams to look back on. Placing my mark upon the esports team.
And Deacon seems to take the first stock.
I wonder if he's gonna pull a 0 to death, which he's actually going for right now, but gets denied it. Is he gonna do a second attempt at a...
0 to
Zero
death?
to death.
Who knows?
I guess it wasn't necessarily be a 0 to death. It'd be a 58% to death.
Very true.
Looks like he is going for it, but misses it. But it's fine. He's flinging K-roll.
You want to see the taunt kill?
Ah, yes, the taunt kill would be immaculate. It'd be a first for Deacon, I believe.
I believe it would be.
Oh, goes for the attempted spike, but doesn't hit it. Stops
And he-
K-roll from landing that smash attack. And stops the recovery by using the little plunger.
He takes the crown and
Oh,
kills with the
K-roll
crown.
with his own crown. Long live the king, I guess. Okay, now the biggest question is K-roll a crocodile or an alligator?
We have no idea.
So it's K-rool, so it doesn't really specify in the name. Because crocodiles at the sea, but alligators with the name.
Yeah.
So we shall not know until someone Googles it, or if our lovely chat knows. So let's see who they send in next. Also, look at these amazing jerseys. We have a new style with both Adam Wells, Telecom and Internet, and Auction. Speaking of which, do you know who the greatest internet provider is here in Bluffton?
I believe it is Adams Wells Internet and Telecom.
You are indeed correct. Adams Wells is one of our biggest supporters, and they directly allow our players to be able to perform as well as they do because of their excellent, reliable fiber internet connection. They're so good. We love them so much.
Seems they sent in a Little Mac.
Oh, that KO punch might be a problem for Deacon trying to pull off these 0 to deaths.
It could be,
But
but
then again,
he has a terrible recovery.
so all he has to do is pull a couple of those moves.
And,
And
just like
there
that.
goes Little Mac.
We seem to be tied at the moment, 2-2, third to third player. And he hits
Ooh,
that.
hits that smashed up B. Good job, Deacon, in taking 2 stocks as close together like that. Looks like he's attempting a 0 to death, but can't land those first couple hits that are needed.
Actually, I just noticed that was 2 kills within the first minute of the game.
It indeed was 2 kills in the first minute of the game. Ooh, that Little Mac's not able
And
to use
he
his KO.
can't get up.
Deacon doing something that all Little Macs hate and getting rid of their stock right before they can use their KO punch. Because that's like an insta-kill if
Pretty
it
much.
lands.
We got a little room action over here right now.
See Deacon in the Luigi hat with his little Luigi plushie. There's Izzy, our Pyramithra, Jaden wandering around. Eli showing off pictures of Asher. Oh hey look, it's our other coach.
Coach Reinhard.
If only he could hear us, he'd probably wave. Who knows?
Probably.
He'd probably notice the camera moving, so hence why we had a bit of scrolling action happening. And Deacon staring directly into the camera.
He's facing a Min.
Oh, this was the Min that was giving Jaden a run for his money.
I was not here for that match, so I did not know that that had happened.
Yeah, Jaden started panicking a little bit. So I think this Min may be the varsity captain.
Jaden doesn't panic.
If only that were true, Jomo. So although Min-Min's attacks doesn't do a whole lot of damage, because most of them are charge attacks, if she lands one of them, oh boy, that's gonna hurt. And she can cover almost the entirety of the stage with one of her charge moves too, which is insane, not to mention. Looks like we got some ledge guarding action going on.
Seems Deacon is
Holding well.
taking care of that Min.
Although Min-Min's recovery is insane. You know someone who doesn't have recovery? Little Mac. Sorry, Little Mac. They did you dirty. But it's fine. You got the KO punch, that insta-kills.
He also only got like, what was it,
And
one
also,
game?
he also wins every single pair that there is. So if you attack him at the same time as he attacks you, he's always going to win, no matter the weight class. Which is a really insane thing that not many people know about Little Mac. Is if you ever do that, he's always going to win, no matter what character you play. So I guess it's the KO punch and the infinite pairing win. He will get the little debuff of the bad recovery. Unfortunately, Deacon did just lose his first stock.
But that is okay because this is their last player.
It is their last player, so now they're kind of even besides percentage. But Min-Min's definitely not going to let Deacon off very easily. But Deacon
He
said,
gets
that
the kill.
don't matter because I'm going to take another one of your stocks. Oh, is he going to hit that 0 to death to finish this stream off?
It'd be a fire way to end it.
Definitely a fire way to end it. Looks like Min goes for the grab herself. You know, I always wondered, how heavy is Min Min's arms? So you would think with a giant wrecking ball on one and a dragon thing on the other, it would be very heavy.
I wouldn't doubt that. Her arms are also, it seems to be like springs.
They are indeed springs. What happened to Min Min? Does anybody know? Why is her arms spring?
I think she's more robot than human, honestly.
I think so, but Deacon, staring straight at you guys, took that last stock.
And that ended it off. That ended off our match.
So good job Varsity in winning, and I believe JV also won.
I believe so too.
So good job to both of our teams today in getting the win. Deacon aggressively petting his Luigi shows the support of his love for the character. Anywho, thanks for joining us. Tomorrow we will have our Mario Kart match, Cybertigers versus Mooresville High School. Join us at 5 p.m. tomorrow for more exciting esports competition. We shall...